Hey, how's it going? Look, I'm gonna teach you guys how to trigger your make.com automations from your Google spreadsheets without having to log on Make. So basically, whenever you put yes here, boom, it triggers your automation. And this is really handy because, from your client's perspective, they don't want to keep having to log into make.com to run the automations. So this is actually really, really, really important. Okay? But no fluff, I'm just gonna teach you straight up how to do this. So the first step you're gonna need to do is whenever you have your new automation, your new trigger is going to be watch changes, right? So the idea here is whenever you make a change to your spreadsheet, boom, it triggers the scenario, right? And then you're going to have to create a new webhook, whatever this one works. And you can see that we got this little address here, right? Let's copy this guy. Perfect. Now the idea here is that in order to do this, we're going to have to add an extension to our spreadsheet here. So you go to add-ons, get add-on, boom, and then you search for make.com. I think it's make for Google Sheets. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one. I already have it, so I won't install it again, but you just click install. Once you have it, then you go to extensions. You're going to see this make for Google Sheets here. You go to settings, and then this window pops up, and then you just copy and paste your webhook over here. You click save. It takes a couple seconds. There you go, saved successfully. Boom. And now that we do have that, whenever we make any changes, so for example, if I click run once here, and then let's say I put no here, you're gonna see that it triggers the automation. Okay. So that's how you do it. Now there's a little caveat here. So whatever, it doesn't matter what I put next here. Let's put a router. Perfect. So you need to set up a filter, right? Because you guys saw that whichever change you made here is going to trigger the automation, but you don't want it to be triggered whenever you put no or you change the link. You only want it to run whenever you put yes. So that's why you just need to set up a filter here. And then we pick the right row, which is C. So we go to right here, row value C equals to, I always put case insensitive just to be sure. Yes. Boom. Now this is only gonna trigger the entire scenario whenever you actually put yes. So for example, if I run this again, boom, and then I put yes, you guys are gonna see that it passes the filter, right? Now if I run this again and I change it to no or something like that, you're gonna see that it still triggers the scenario, but it doesn't go through. Okay. Now the last thing, if you guys are wondering how to actually set up your sheets so that you have the yes and no's here, basically what you got to do is you got to go to insert, and then let me close this. Boom, insert, smart drop down. There we go. You're gonna see that we have this guy here. Now what we want to do is, if we want for all the rows to have that, we put D2, which is where we're starting, 2 dots, and then D. And then whenever we put done, you guys are going to see that it applies to the entire rows from D2 on. So that's how you do it. And then of course you can change the color and the name, and that's pretty simple. Okay. Well, I hope that was helpful, and let me know if you guys have any questions or something. This is pretty simple, but it's those little things that actually makes a difference whenever you're sending your project to your client. Okay. All right. Thank you.